Hey guys, it's Abby, and today's video is going to be a few different hairstyles for really short hair, because as you can see I cut all of my hair off, and so I had to figure out how to style my hair, and this is just to help you guys figure it out in case you ever chop your hair off. So the first hairstyle, pretty easy, but currently my favorite hairstyle, and it's just a really low bun. This bun is super easy to do, and granted my hair does fall out of it because my hair is very short. I think it's super easy, but it still has a really nice look to it, and I think it has just more of a casual but like totally put together look. Um, Again, you can see my hair doesn't completely fit in it. It kind of sticks out a bit, but I have been loving this. It's super easy to do. It keeps my hair out of my face, and I usually just make it a little bit messier, and currently is the greatest look ever. Alright, so look 2. And this is a pretty easy one, but it's more for having your hair down. It's just the half up, half down look, and I know pretty much everyone knows this one, but I think it looks great with short hair. I think it's an easy way to manage your hair, so you just grab all of your hair and you put it in a ponytail. Don't grab all your hair, you grab the top half of your hair, put it in a ponytail, and you can grab as much hair as you want or as little hair as you want. And this is just a good way to keep your hair out of your face, so you just ponytail it off. And you could even use clips, you can do whatever you want, and you just ponytail it off so your hair stays out of your face. I love doing this when I don't want my hair falling down or getting in my way. Okay, so the third look. Again, this is very similar to the last one, but it's currently a little bit more in style than the last one. So again, you grab as much hair as you want on top, and instead of just ponytailing it off this time, you grab all your hair and you act like you're gonna ponytail it, and then you end up twisting it, and you twist it up really tight, and then you twist it around in a circle, and then you just put a ponytail on it. You can also just put a clip over it, and it holds your hair, because you don't have very much hair if you're watching this. Um, but you ponytail it off, and it's just like the messy bun look. I know a lot of people always do like high buns, and that's kind of what's in style right now, but if your hair is short, you can't really do that, and I think this is a great alternative for a similar look. Alright, so this is look 4. It is just a classic ponytail, and everyone should hopefully know how to do a ponytail at this point. The problem is, when you have short hair, it's really hard to fit your hair into a ponytail. Either the top parts don't make it in, or the bottom underneath hair doesn't make it in. Some people try to put it too high or too low. I really like to just put a ponytail in the middle of my head, in the back, and then try to get all of the hair on top and the sides to fit into the ponytail. Then usually I'll have a little bit of hair hang down underneath, because underneath is where your hair is shorter. And so that I usually just let hang there. And then I will take a bobby pin and grab all those hairs and reach them as much or as close to the ponytail as possible and pin those in with the bobby pin. And I think that's a great way to get all of your hair into the ponytail. And I think that it will stay, especially if you take 2 bobby pins and crisscross them in an X way. And I think this is a great way to keep your hair out of your face with short hair. Alright, so look 5 or 6 or I think it's 5. I think it's 5. Look 5 is just French braiding, and it's doing 2. You can't really French braid your short hair with one braid. Nothing really stays in. It has to go too far, and the hair doesn't reach, and you have to use a lot of bobby pins. So I think the best way is to do 2. And the way you French braid is, I'm doing the under version, so the braid pops out. So you take your 3, and instead of braiding them across on top of each other, you alternate putting them underneath between the hairs. If you're not very good at French braiding, you can just watch this. Or slow it down and watch it. I actually learned by watching YouTube videos myself a long time ago, and I think it's a really good skill to just have. So you just keep sitting there alternating, adding more hair to each one and putting them underneath. I personally like the underneath look. I think it looks the best with short hair, just because it's such like a, I don't know, I have so little hair, I think it makes my hair look like I have a little bit more by sticking it out. You can also do the over, I think that looks just fine also. Also, if you part your hair better, it'll look a little bit neater. I personally don't really care, and I like my hair looking messy. It's totally okay with me. And so I just keep grabbing more hair and alternating going under. And this way you can kind of see me going under in between them a little bit better. I grab it with the opposite hand, the one I'm going towards. And I think that this is a great way to keep your hair out of your face. And then also, the double French braid is really in style right now, and I think it's really nice that my short hair can have an in-style look going on, and I really enjoy doing this one. So when you get to the end of braiding, it's really easy to get mixed up on if you were going under or over. So just sit there and think about which way should go next. Don't try to rush going into the finishing of it. And if you feel like they're being sticking out weird, like they look weird, you can always just re-braid it, and it's about the way you're holding it when you braid it. Personally, I didn't really feel like fixing them because I don't mind it. For me, it's to keep my hair in my face, but you see if it's sticking out to the side a little bit, you can just re-braid it, holding it down straighter. So now let's do the other side, and I'm just going to fast forward through it. So I just kept doing the same thing again, where it's grab it and go under, and then pick up more hair as you go, and I find it easier at the beginning to braid it you braid it with each hair, or each clump of hair, at least once so it gets going, and then you then you start grabbing hair and going with it. So I'm just going to whip through this one, and I think it looks really nice. And we're just going to stop here and appreciate the fact that I missed a huge clump of hair. Alright, so here is we're finishing it off, and we're just going to keep braiding. And again, think about which way it should go. And I just think that this is a great way to keep your hair out of your face, but in a more stylish look. And again, you can just make these as messy or as clean as you want to. If you want them more clean, you should part it better. I know mine are messier. I prefer them messier, and it's just for me to keep my hair out of my face. Alright guys, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope that this is helpful to anyone who chopped all their hair off like I did. And yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic Christmas holiday. Please like this and subscribe, and tell me what you guys want to watch in the comments below. And thank you. Bye guys.